is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time!
Hello and welcome back to Loose Nut Tight Bolts podcast.
Hi guys, how you going?
And back for another steamy Friday.
Yep, we just put the aircon on behind
Yeah.
us. It's blowing straight at me. Can you feel that?
I can feel it.
Yeah, it's cooling me down a little bit, so I'm happy.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're here with Matt from Vango Rapid Repair Centre.
Yeah,
Howdy, how are we all?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
Friday?
good. Hot. It's Friday. Yeah. How'd you go today, Matt? You said you had to hang around a little bit later.
Oh, just a couple extra hours to please you guys. You know what it's like, sitting around twiddling your thumbs.
Well, it is Poets Day, and I understand you got to knock off early on Friday. So
Or is that your normal knock-off time every day, or is that
Nah,
just
Friday.
special Friday?
Friday special, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Poets Day, piss off early tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nine times out of 10, you come back on Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Yes.
So you're here doing the boat. What are you here for?
No, I wasn't coming here to do the boat, but then the missus just rang me before and said, "Oh, can you pick up the chairs out of the storage shed?" And I'm like, "When?" And she goes, "Oh, tonight before you come home." I'm like, "I've got the boat on the back of the car."
That'll be
Throw them in
fun.
the back of the boat.
No, I've got to get into this.
yeah.
No.
Just down the road here.
Well, yeah, on that
On the other side, yeah.
the other
yeah.
side.
Oh,
It's a little
yuck.
one.
Yuck.
Yeah, so no thanks. So I'll be coming up here tomorrow,
Yeah.
but at least I might be able to pick up the ute while I'm here.
You fucking love that piece of shit.
Yeah, my purple.
Oh, the Falcon.
Yeah,
The infamous Falcon.
and I do like it.
If that was a different colour, do you reckon you would have kept it?
No.
Yeah, 100%. I know this exactly to be true. If that was a different colour, maybe if it was black, you might have kept it. But it's 100%, it's purple. That's why you kept it.
I've always wanted a purple car, and like
It just
years
happened.
ago,
It
I've had this.
it just came
It
into
just
your
happened
life.
to land.
I've
in
had
your
that
lap.
one for like 20 years. All right.
Oh, the model car.
The,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the model Skyline.
Yep. 20 years. Purple, everything. One day it was a dream to own a purple car. I have a purple car.
You don't have to do anything. Just cost you a diff.
Well, and a lot of stress.
A lot of head noise.
Yes.
If you
yes.
squint your eyes enough, it kind of looks like a Skyline from about 100 k's away too.
Yeah. Yeah. 100.
Yeah.
What, the
150.
Falcon?
Yeah. If you squint your eyes and look at about 100 k's away,
Yeah, all right.
you got yourself your purple Skyline.
You know what? I wouldn't even see it. So, yeah, I could say it was a Skyline.
Exactly.
All right. So, I'm coming. I'm 100 k's away in my Skyline.
Yeah. In me Aussie Skyline.
Aussie Skyline, that's it.
It's
so-
two-door.
Huh?
That's
two
two
doors.
doors. So that fits
Well,
with the
yeah.
Skyline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
but
rear-wheel
it's only-
drive.
Rear-wheel drive.
It's only
So
two-seater,
so-
though.
It's on a GDR though. Then.
It's still got a 6-cylinder in it.
True.
And they did come out turboed.
True.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
give us there's legs
There you
to
go.
these.
Congratulations. You got yourself an Aussie
You
Skyline.
got
There we go.
yourself an Aussie Skyline.
Aussie
yeah.
Skyline. I'm going to have to get a sticker now. Aussie Skyline.
Well, we know someone who's really good at molding lids to stuff to make it look.
Oh, we're going to
different.
make it look like a wagon.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's for later on.
Yeah, it is. So we had, we'll just touch base quickly on this week's
This week events.
events.
Mm-hmm.
So Tuesday we had the trade night.
You had the trade night. Yeah.
Went to the trade night. I'm walking through the trade night, and Andy, Hato, El Jefe, Alex was there, and I had little Mannix with me. Anyways, we're walking through, and next one they go, "Hey Chris, look, there's a evaporator cooler there. It's only $1,000." And I went, "Okay, yeah, all right, let's have a
Deposit.
look." So I went and had a look at it. No, it was $1,000.
All right.
$9,990. And
How
I was,
big?
$9,990. No, that was too many nines. No, it's-
999.
yeah, it's decent size. I actually just saw one before. I said, yeah, all right, I'll have a look at it. So I had a look at it.
And
there's
as he's
the-
looking at it, the credit card came out of the wallet.
well,
and
as we were all looking at it, they turned around to have a chat or something, and I turned back around and said, all right, I just bought it.
No, just going to take like $20 out of your pay for the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks
I
during
said,
summer.
there's your pay
Cover the
rise.
cost.
there you go. Oh, yeah, I just got on Capricorn. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then we've got some other big news.
Yeah, so I handed in my resignation at my current employment, and I'm coming over to you guys.
You will be starting here.
Yeah, starting here in a couple of weeks.
On the whatever, like
The 25th of
25th,
November.
there we go.
I'll be officially part of the family.
So hold on, but he is starting on the 25th, right? And on the 23rd of November, we're actually having our Christmas party.
Oh, so
which
you're not
is-
invited?
No, he is.
no, I am. I was
He
already
is.
invited to the Christmas party.
He's coming, But he also said, "Oh, maybe I won't have a job on Monday."
It was like, shit, now I got to really behave. Lol.
Yeah, so, but that will be interesting, exciting,
Yeah, it's
scary, all
exciting,
the
yeah.
stuff. It's all there.
And slightly awkward
Oh,
for everybody.
no, it wasn't.
Well, it's
wasn't,
not awkward for me. So
No, it's not awkward for you at all.
It
yeah.
wasn't too bad today. I had a chat to him.
You did have a very big laugh when I told you earlier today. They're just moving next door.
Oh, look, here we go again.
Is he on the V rod on the brake? He's definitely got a new toy.
No, it's been there for a while. But it is Friday night. It's Friday Arvo beers. So
Oh, yeah, it's
someone's
definitely
out the
showing
back
off.
on a V-Rod doing burnout.
He's
There
showing
we go.
off for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'd love to
Oh,
hear
you
it
just
go
go,
bang.
bang, and then you hear the cries. Oh fuck!
Start hearing tick, tick, tick,
That
tick,
that
tick,
is
tick,
one of
tick,
the
tick, tick.
that's one of the greatest things I want to see. Someone doing a burnout and just watch their motor explode.
I snapped my uni joint.
that would be that would actually be that
What,
would
are you in a
be
VC Commodore?
No, my Triton.
that would be very like more spectacular. Watch a
What?
tail shaft spin around and smash
Yeah, I was
shit.
at the bottom of the driveway at work one day, and I was like, all right, it's Friday Arvo. I'm gonna
Doing
so
some running rollbacks.
get ready to drop the clutch, and then I dropped the clutch, and I went, bang.
Oh, that's so fucking embarrassing.
That was it, and it was at the bottom of the driveway, and the driveway was like this, and I was like, oh,
That's so embarrassing.
I had to tow it back up, and it was a new uni joint too, but it was a Repco one.
Oh, not genuine.
New uni joint. Who installed it? Did it right?
Yeah. So all right, well let's kick off with some questions for Matt.
Oh, exciting.
All right, so we've already read you one as a bit of a
Teaser.
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 So I'm reading this from the screen. I didn't print it out now. Can you tell us a bit about how Vango Rapid Repair Centre started and what inspired you to go into the repair business?
That is a difficult and interesting question. Thank you for your
Oh, wow. Yep.
While I was working there already, I was fortunate enough to already have a job there working for Gary and Steve. And I think it was leading up to Steve's 50th or 55th birthday, and he was having a really bad day in the workshop, and he said, I've had enough, and I don't want to keep painting cars. I said I was going to stop painting cars at 50. Yeah, so it was his 55th birthday. And then Gary said, well, if you want out, we'll sell it. And my ears just pricked up a little bit. I went, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
So, got in the car, went down to the pub, met up with the missus, and said to my partner, Vanessa, I said, I think the bosses actually might want to sell the workshop. Expecting oh yeah, that's cool. Great story, bro.
She's like,
Yeah.
fucking what? No.
No, she actually turned around and went, how much? I'm like, shit. I don't know.
Didn't look that far into it.
No,
Yeah.
no. I was just telling her that the bosses might be selling. I might be out of a job, and now you're sitting here going, how much? So she goes, go into work the next day. Go into work tomorrow and find out how much they want. So we did some quick numbers in our head, and I went into work the next day and said to Gary, said, if you were to sell, how much do you want for it? And they're looking at me stunned as I was looking at them. This is stunned. And they're like, we'll get back to you. A couple of days passed, and they're like, all right. They said, all right, if you're serious about buying it, this is how much we want. And the number that me and Vanessa had in our head and the number they came up with were totally far apart in our favour.
Yeah,
Sweet.
right. Oh, right. So it was way unders.
Oh, way under what we calculated.
Oh, fuck. That's even
Yeah,
better. Yeah, you're just like,
yeah.
you're like, I'll get back to you. And then
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, should I get him a little bit lower?
Should we lowball them?
Yeah.
No, so yeah, went home, told Ness, Ness does what Vanessa does and seeks her father's advice.
Yep.
And so I spoke to the father. Father is a massive car fanatic. So he would have been like, panel shop in the family. Yep, buy.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Decision. Yep.
Do you go to mechanics when I buy? It's like, let's buy this workshop as well.
Yeah, so no, I ended up going in and that was pretty much it. Just ended up buying it about 3-4 months later after all the paperwork, and that was now nearly 8 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
Because I remember it got sold. Because I remember Patrick, one of the guys I used to work with, knew him quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I was being sold to a guy that works there. I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah, it just happened to be the right
Yeah.
place at the right time, and
I
it was
mean-
way under our budget, and
That's awesome. That's a perfect scenario for
that's-
everybody
yeah.
involved, really.
it already had a clientele base. A lot of the clientele base was like car yards.
Yeah.
'Cause that's all Gary and Steve really wanted to focus on. They weren't interested in the big restorations and the rust repairs, and
Yeah.
And then
How do you feel about the restoration and rust repairs now?
I still like it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It more comes down to what feeling you get from the customer.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
budget people are willing
Yeah,
to pay
it's the
for. That's the issue,
budget.
probably the biggest
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, and a lot of the people got to realise it's not 1995 anymore.
No, that is true.
Like 4 litres of paint doesn't cost $100 anymore.
No.
$1,000.
I'm not going to say what paint brand it was, but I rang up the other day to a paint supply and I got a quote for 4 litres of colour, and it was nothing special. It's just a metallic Group 2 colour, $1,400 for 4 litres of colour.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Is that a car?
no, just a can of paint, 4 litres.
Yeah, but
For the-
like,
how
would
much is
that
that
will that
paint?
do a car? Like, is that one car? Or
Yeah,
is it...
if you did enough, like it's 4 litres, 4 litres stretches out with this company at 50/50, so yeah, it gives you 8 litres.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a full car in and out, you're still always going to need at least
Yeah,
maybe 10 to 12, depending on
Yeah, right.
the finish and how many parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
$1,400 just
Yeah,
for 4
that's-
litres.
For just a pretty generic colour as well.
Yeah,
so
it's
And
just
then-
a generic,
special.
nothing fancy.
And then you give the customer the quote, and they go,
Yeah.
"Fucking hell, you're expensive."
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
well,
actually,
But then you still got to put clear on top of that. You still got to put thinners. You still
Yeah.
got to put hardener.
yeah.
Just the colour is $1,400.
Fucking hell.
Fucking crazy.
That is like, yeah, that's next level. Like,
No wonder people wrap their cars now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They just get it sprayed in primer and just wrap
Yep.
this fucking thing.
yeah. Well, I was actually thinking about wrapping my black Snap-on toolbox. Seeing as though I can't buy one now because I bought a Dan.
Can you wrap toolboxes down?
Nah, the boys down at Fusion might be able to do it for you though.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a
Wheel
plug
it
for you
around.
boys. There you go.
Yeah, plugged for Fusion Boys. Yep. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No.
If I got a new toolbox now, I would honestly take it to a place and just get it PPF'd.
What?
Get the clear stuff on it so it doesn't get scratched.
I've seen your toolbox. There's like not a mark on
It's
it.
fucking scratched to fuck. If you get up real close, that bottom box is...
Get up real close.
Yeah, get up real
Put your
close.
glasses on, put a magnifying glass.
Nah, it's scratched and chunks are taken out of the top of the drawers and stuff. Like, if I got it, I wouldn't buy another Snap-on toolbox again anyway now. There's too many good toolboxes, too many other good toolboxes out there to buy.
Get one off Temu.
Yeah, you'll order it and it'll come like this big.
Yeah, that's always so good. You said
1/18 scale.
Yeah, you said it, you
Is
said it
Wish
adds
still
for
about?
Temu. No, I think Temu took over.
Yeah,
I think.
Temu's taken over Wish now. I think
Yeah.
it's still around, but it's not as popular.
Yeah. Okay.
That's always crazy. You see the ads for shit on Temu, and then you click on the ad, and then it's something totally different. You're like, well, that's not what I fucking clicked on, you
Yeah.
fucking dogs.
I remember seeing when Wish was first about, someone got on there and ordered some jack stands.
Yeah, that was just toys.
They come and they were just little toy ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
those
so-
are the RC ones for your RC garage.
But
Yeah.
but Temu, like we've spoken about Temu before. I've ordered heaps of Temu, and the stuff's not, but it hasn't been that bad. Like
Yeah.
even Halloween dress ups for last night, and
Oh,
that all came from Temu.
yeah. Vanessa did the same. My partner Vanessa did the same. I think most of, then again, nearly probably at least 50% of the stuff in our house now is Temu.
Yeah, or Temple and Web stuff.
I don't know about that one yet.
It's like
That's a homemade
yeah,
homeware
like
stuff.
furniture and
I think my
rugs.
coffee table
yeah.
came from there.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got stuff from there.
We
We
got
got
a
a rug.
lift up coffee table. Fucking awesome.
We got a rug from there, and yeah. Apparently, Sarah bought a heap of stuff that got delivered today from Temple and Webster.
Yeah, that's what I think. Chad had to go home.
Yeah,
We were actually away last week, and Vanessa's eldest son was over. And he hasn't been home for a little while because he's off in the Navy now. And I think it's like nearly every second day he'll send in like his mum a message. Will you stop buying shit off Temu? 'Cause every morning, I don't know what time the delivery guy gets there, but it's like somewhere between 6 and 7. You get the big knock at the door, the dog goes crazy. Another delivery. He's sending her photos like every second day. Stop buying shit.
so we've had to put a sign out the front because whoever does our deliveries, right, thinks it's okay to throw our package over the fence where the dogs are.
Just
no.
to fucking to chew on.
So the amount of times that we've come,
Yeah,
the amount of times that we've come home and like, there was a package that got thrown over too that came from High Smile, you know, the toothpaste
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Bought a big box of this stuff.
No, no.
She got it. The one dog got into the teeth whitening tablets. And,
Sure, that's really healthy for him as well.
well.
But
She,
hey, the breath smelled beautiful.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, she just the chocolate toothpaste, you know, like
Oh, God.
far out. And then and then there was another one that Benny ordered a bunch of fishing stuff. So
Oh, the lures got fucking munched.
well,
The dog's walking around with Lewis hanging out of its mouth.
fishing
Nice,
line,
clean white teeth.
the fishing line was everywhere. It's just like far out.
It's
so,
even awkward when the love hunting delivery comes and the dog's walking around with a big fucking dildo.
What's this?
Yeah, it's the new chew toy, all
There,
right?
there has been some worrying times where I'm like, oh shit, I ordered this. Oh shit, I ordered this.
Come home, your dog's mellow in the backyard.
That's it. Yeah, don't want any of yours.
Actually, I'll be honest. When I ordered my stuff offline, the weed offline, I was worried that, fuck, wonder what it comes in. Like, I didn't know. I hadn't bought it before, but it comes in like solid glass
Yeah,
jars and packaged in a box. So, no, she didn't get them.
Have you seen those dogs on TikTok, whatever, that get into the weed?
No.
Like they're just fucking zonked out. They're just it's like
Funny story, true story. Probably 16, 17, living with my sister, her boyfriend. They got themselves a puppy. I think it was like a Mastiff cross something. Anyway, being the 16-year-old, they're a bit older. He comes out, he's like, oh, you stolen all my weed. And we're just like, we didn't touch your weed. What are you on about? And where's the dog? I haven't seen the dog either. About 2 hours later, you start hearing this.
oh no.
The dog was under their bed with an empty bag of weed and stuck, and it was stoned off its head for hours. It was just.
It looked like Nitro, and my dog Nitro, he's just constantly got his eyes bulging out of his head.
Yeah.
Talking about dogs, I just have to say it. I feel sorry for those police dogs today. Did you hear about that?
No, what happened?
2 police dogs were found dead in the back of their car yesterday.
Oh, they've left him in there.
Well, no, they were in there for a training exercise, and you know, it's a purpose-built, like that's where they sort of live and sleep, and anyways, the officer went back to check on them, and they were both dead.
Oh,
Poisoned or heat stroke?
They're doing a big investigation into
that's
it now.
insane.
But like, I'm not like, you know,
That couldn't have been heat stroke.
It couldn't have been heat
You would
stroke.
think they were purpose built things.
They've
It's
got
not
the
like
whirly birds.
and you know, and how long have like dogs and that been in the back of the utes and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff? Like, you know,
it's totally different than if you just leave them in-
Poisoned.
Yeah,
punted with some fucking piece of shit.
yeah, that's it. So
If you got a problem with the cops, don't fucking take it out on your dog.
yeah, that's it.
The dogs didn't do anything wrong.
That's it. So yeah, that's just
On the
Yeah,
coast?
100%.
What's
Yeah.
the word? What's the word? Condolences.
Yeah, exactly.
So, because
Speaking
you know, like you've got a
Yeah,
puppy
he's
now.
right here now.
He's part of the family, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he is. He's down there, part of the family. So, you know, and I know from experience because my brother's roommate used to be in the dog squad, and those dogs
Oh,
were
they
They
are-
go home with them every
they're-
night.
and they're family.
They
you
are,
know?
yeah, they're the
Like,
crazies.
Yeah, they're not just left at the workplace
No.
and they're picked
No.
up in the morning. They go
No.
home with them every
Or they
night.
get trained by them, and
they have to create that bond with
Oh,
him.
yeah, they are.
So
they're closer than nearly any other. Like, that's their work buddy. It's their
Their
best
partner.
friend. It's their partner. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they do.
Shit.
No,
yeah,
it's
so
crazy.
that was a bit of a shit story to wake up to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
But-
dogs.
Is that on the coast?
No, well, it's one of the dogs from the coast,
Mm-hmm.
but it was down in Sydney, I think.
Yeah, right.
So
Speaking of, I saw a piss take on TikTok about the dogs, like service dogs,
yeah,
and they had service dog dash hounds, and it was like a joke. It was like, oh, we've put in another arsenal for the service dog. It was the dash hounds. You know, they can get in a real small place. So they can get in the vets. They can get on it now. Just
Put a little GoPro on their chest and off they go.
Yeah, that's it. I was
What?
just like,
Do you really want to
that's
look at it on the
fucking funny.
ground?
Yeah, that was just so funny.
Yeah,
But they are little
It's hard to
psychos.
reach
Actually.
areas.
Yeah, that's hard. Exactly. I was like, it's a piss take because like they could be useful because they are, but they're impossible to train. Those
No,
little
they'd
fuckers.
be, yeah, yeah, I can just picture one of them walking around with, you know, the German Shepherds and that,
Yeah.
they wear the vest, the
vest,
tactical
yeah.
vest.
Just the size of it. Here's
Yeah.
one we got out of a Barbie's box just
Yeah,
for the dog
that's
for
it,
you.
Yeah. What's in it? Oh, just tissue.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to find shit for him. I had to look at the kitten section and try and find harnesses for him at the moment.
He's getting big though.
Yeah, he's getting big now. He still might not fit into the one we've got. The
Dad.
harness we have got for him.
And Dan's become very much a doggy
A
daddy.
Yes.
Doggy daddy.
Doggy
Doggy
daddy.
daddy. When you say that,
It sounds a bit
loud,
weird.
it does sound
yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So,
no.
all right.
He's-
Well, let's look at another question. Okay. What's been the most rewarding part of running your own business?
Oh. They're repeat customers.
Yes.
Like, realistically, the customers actually who trusting you to do the work and do an honest job
Yep.
and do the right job.
Yep.
And they keep coming back. Or they refer other people.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, so I had a customer walk in here today with that warrior.
Yeah.
And anyway, she said, I want to get Apple CarPlay in the car. It doesn't actually have Apple CarPlay. And she said, I went down and saw another business down north, and they told her it was going to be about $1,400 to do. And I said, well, listen, I've never done it on one of these cars because, you know, it's a newer car.
Yeah.
I said, so you're probably better off going down to them because if you wanted me to do it, I'd have to research it, look it up and whatnot. And she goes, yeah, but I want to give you my money. I don't want to give somebody, I want you to do the job for me. And I'm like, okay. So we started researching it. And then in that short time that I started looking at, you know, Apple CarPlay for the Y62 and all that sort of stuff, she turned around and she goes, what else can I do to my car? And I'm like, well, actually, now that you mention it, you need an exhaust. It's too quiet. You know, you got a big V8 and it's...
And they sound nicer than your Y62s.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They sound very nicer than Y62s.
Yeah, and I said, you need a nice exhaust. And she's like, done. Let's do it.
Put that on the list as well.
So I was like, yep, happy days. So, yeah, the repeat customers...
It is the most rewarding part.
Yeah.
And just having the repeat customers, having the people who trust in you, believe in you, and refer work to you.
Yeah, well...
And they're seeing the happiness when they pick it up their car and they're like, fuck yeah, it looks awesome. Especially for you because it's so dramatic. The appearance of the car
some
can
of
change.
the cars, we change.
Yeah, they just go, it's awesome. Same with me, like when I've done like suspension lift kits and stuff, and they look at the car, they just go like, oh, that looks so good. And you're like, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, exhaust make the car sound awesome. Like in that CarPlay, it's such a big thing. It's so crazy they don't come out with it.
Yeah, like it's a 2023
that
Y62.
The interior is stuck in 2008.
Yeah, but hold on. No, the interior in that one was actually pretty good. It was no wood grain. It was
already been blacked out?
It was blacked out like velour, like a velvet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it actually looked pretty cool.
Okay.
It looked better than the wood grain.
Yeah.
Like when I saw one with the wood grain, I was like, ugh.
That's fucking awful.
It's very plasticky too.
But then when I saw this one and sat in it today, I was like I've seen it a
You
couple
can
of
send
times.
about like $5,000 to make the interior more usable.
Yeah.
On those things, it's insane. You buy a brand new, buy $100,000 car, and then you got to spend money to make it to bring it up to the 21st century. Yeah,
it's funny. She said to me, "What can I do to my car to, you know?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And she goes, "I don't know, but it can't be that noticeable." And I'm like, "Huh?"
Oh, so she wants subtle.
She goes, "So you put an exhaust on my car? No worries. I don't even know where the exhaust is on the car." And I'm like, "Yep." She said, "So therefore, my partner won't know where the exhaust is on the car." And I'm like, I'm seeing where you're going here.
So a supercharger will fit.
And I said to her, so a snorkel's out of the picture. She said, yes, you'll see the snorkel. I can't. Yep.
Supercharger, fuck yeah.
Actually, while we were looking, we went through and we found a supercharged Y62 for sale for $85,000.
That's not bad.
And it was not bad at all.
That looked mint wrapped in purple, tailored automotive on the side of it.
No, black.
Black with purple
tailored automotive on the side of it. So,
100%.
And not
R&D.
Not like massive. Like you know
just
how they've got the Warrior down the bottom.
Just subtle.
You get rid
Subtle,
of the Warrior.
No phone number, so they
just
can't ring you
ghost it.
for how you're driving.
Yeah.
No phone number, just subtle.
Yeah. So, anyways, but and apparently I'm selling my car to Andy, so I need to get another car.
Your Prado.
Well, there we go. Y62 supercharged. Just tell Andy you need $88,000 for it.
for the
For the
Prado.
120, yeah, that's it.
And it's worth it because it's got a dash that's not cracked.
Oh, there we go. Big bucks.
So, another thing, going back to what we just spoke about the repeat customers and that, I've actually come up last night with a bit of a marketing strategy that I'm trying to go for here. After speaking to a customer yesterday, he said he used to take his car to a dealership, and he said, and what he hated was he never knew who was working on his car. He never knew, like, he didn't know if it was an apprentice working on his car. He didn't know if it was this bloke. He always just spoke to that service advisor. So we're starting a bit of a campaign coming up, which is going to be being able to come into the workshop and talk to the mechanic that's working on your car.
That's a good idea.
So that they can come in here and they can say, for instance, Dan worked on your car.
Yep.
I didn't work on your car. I'm going to get Dan. He can have a chat to you about it.
Yeah.
And he can, and doing that sort of thing. And I was explaining it to the bloke yesterday when he was telling me that. I was like, "You've just given me an idea." And he goes, "Mate, that would be unreal." And so I sort of put together a bit of a marketing campaign last night. And
How old was the gentleman?
without being,
like 60, 70, 50. Because you think about it, like you think about 20.
he was of a different race.
Yeah.
So therefore, like the age limit could have ranged. He could have been 30, but he could have been 65.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
right.
like, well, you think about, like, 30, 40 years ago, our grandparents or our parents, whatever, they used to go to a small motor mechanic.
Yep.
And they'd speak to the actual
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yep.
Not a service advisor who has no idea what a difference between an air filter and an oil filter is.
Not a mechanic.
Not
yep.
have a clue.
Nah.
Yep.
Because they're just employed to upsell.
Yeah.
Where you'd have, like, the older generation would go down to the local mechanic, go speak to Barry. Barry would tell them what's wrong. They're not speaking to Barry's offsiders, assistant, receptionist,
100%.
who has no idea.
Yeah.
And that's a good idea.
And like, the good thing about, like, we've got Sarah on the desk, right? She does a lot of ringing and talking pet customers and that. But Sarah's been in the automotive industry for, how long has she been with Chad for? 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 years.
And she's been around cars.
She's
for
been
a very long
around
time.
cars. She's driven tough trucks in like tough truck challenge and that sort
Yeah.
of thing. So she
knows what she's talking about.
Knows what she's talking about. But then if she doesn't know what she's talking about, she goes, "Let me just get the mechanic."
Yeah, just let me grab one of the boys and they
She
can
doesn't
explain a
try
little better.
and she doesn't try and bullshit her way out of it, which I know from personal experience that some service advisors do just dribble shit out of their mouth, and the person on the other side of the counter, they don't know anything about cars either, so they just sit there and go, "Oh yeah."
Or it's the worst when they do that and the actual person does know shit about cars and they're just like, what the
no.
fuck are you doing?
Well, if you had I've had it in our workshop, says Vanessa, they're like, yeah, you've got a female behind the desk, and you'll have a gentleman will come in and ask a question, and Sarah will actually answer that question, but he doesn't believe the answer because it came from her.
Yep, 100%.
You've had that?
And we get the people that ring up still.
Yep.
The older generation that ring up and go, Sarah answers the phone, how can I help you? I want to speak to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Straight away. And then you get on the phone.
I want to speak to the owner.
And you get
Yeah.
on the phone, you go, how you going? Chris speaking. Oh, I want to book my car in for service.
Why couldn't you just...
Yeah, no worries. I'll transfer you back to Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
a couple of years ago, I think I was in the spray booth. I was away or something. Anyway, a gentleman came in. Vanessa was in the workshop. Vanessa ran the shop. She's owner of the shop.
Yeah.
Anyway, she came in. He had a thing. It was like a Triumph TR6. So it was an aluminium bonnet, needed repair. And I said to him, like, "Oh no, you need to do this A, B, C, D." And he literally looked at her and went, "Oh no, I want to speak to the guy, that other guy." And she's like, "Who are you talking about?" "Oh, Matt." "Oh, anyway, oh." "Yeah, him. That's it." And she's like, "But why? I've just literally told you the steps that we will need to do to fix your car." I was in the spray booth. I was in the spray booth. So Ness had to come in the spray booth. I was painting the car, come out, and I'm like, "What's up?" "I need you. This gentleman wants to know." And I'm like, literally looked at him, looked at her, and go, "What did you tell him?" And she told. And then I looked at him and went, "What she's just told you is correct. I'm going back into the booth." And the look on his face was just like, and I ended up doing a big social media post and actually took a big picture of Vanessa's face, stuck it on our Facebook page, and said, like, if this person actually tells you something, she knows what shit she's
the
talking
owner of
about.
the shop,
She's the
yeah.
owner of the shop. Like, so many people would get on the phone and go, "Oh, I want to talk to the gentleman. I want to talk to the boss."
Yeah.
And so many times Ness has done it. It's almost like swung her chair around and gone, "Hi, how can I help you?" And the look on their faces are like, "Oh, shit."
I am the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I am the boss. What do you want? I've told you.
So
He may paint the cars,
Yeah.
but I'm in charge
Yeah.
around here.
so we all deal with customers that are.
Oh, you had a great
It's
one.
difficult.
We had one the other day.
You had a
Andy
fantastic
would have
one.
loved to have
Oh,
told this.
we couldn't have had him on here. He would have gone too ballistic.
Oh, he would have. He would have let loose. So we had a customer come in for a rego, right? He rang up for a rego, and we said, "Listen, mate, we're flat out, but we'll squeeze you in."
Yeah.
So he came in, and just as he come in, we were actually moving like the round of cars that we had in here out. So there was no cars in here. So the boys were in between jobs, and they both went and started looking at this rego. They checked the lights, right? The back left or back right light, when the brake lights were on, it worked fine. Okay. When the brake lights were on and it was in reverse, it did weird stuff. And then when the blinker was on and it was in reverse and the brake lights, it did weirder stuff. And it was...
Yeah, the reverse
Disco.
light started
Yeah,
flashing.
yeah,
and
it was-
He'd been hit up.
Hazards were going.
He'd
had
been,
a-
he'd
had a
been hit
hit.
up the bum, so I reckon there was a wires
Okay, yeah.
damaged in the back of it.
And then, and they put it up and there was a tyre that was bald and there was no shackle bushes in it.
The shackle bushes
So
were worn out.
the
Yeah.
bloke came into the workshop in thongs, and I was sitting over here. I was doing some stuff, and then I sort of heard this commotion going on, and he starts going, "Oh, I don't know anybody who would have to have the indicators on with reverse lights on. Well,
What?
if you're doing a reverse park, your indicator's got to be
Yeah.
under. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then he just
Doesn't matter anyway. Every system has to work in every scenario.
and then he's turned around and he's like, the car's not going the Bathurst.
What the fuck's that got to do with?
And
What are you boys? He goes, you boys detectives or something?
yeah, yeah. Oh, and are you running out of work?
Yeah, you run
You're
out of-
running out of work, and
Yeah, the cars on the hoist that just blow up. They're
Yeah.
just fake.
yeah, and like, so I ended up. I saw Andy, and I know when it gets to the point where he's like gonna blow his top.
He's storming around the
So I
workshop.
walked over there. I grabbed the RMS rule book.
Yep, yep.
I grabbed it and walked over and said, "Mate, would you like to read this? You know, these are the courses that we've done, and these are the rules. They're not our rules; they're government rules. We just have to abide by them. Your car isn't safe for rego." Anyways, he still carried on.
Carried on.
And so at the end of it, I just said, or Andy just said, "You know what? I'm putting your car down. Get it out of here. Good luck
Take it somewhere else.
somewhere else." Yeah. So, you know, and really, technically speaking, the rule is with regos, you've got to be paid first.
Really?
Yeah. The rule is to be paid first. The business rule
Yeah.
is to be paid first, and then no matter pass or fail, you have to fail it.
Yeah.
All right. But in that situation, if
that just causes so much more of
I
a
was
Like
shit
gonna
fire.
say you're gonna pour fuel on the fire. Then
if
go,
I
hey.
failed
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I would have ended up with another Rob.
Oh, 100%. There's another whole Facebook murder campaign.
Did you hear about the Rob situation? Did you ever
No.
see that on Facebook?
No.
The bloke ragged on
Oh.
us, 24 different pages. He ragged on us because of the fact that he brought his car in here. We spent about an hour on it. The car stayed here overnight, and I diagnosed the wheel bearing for him. Quoted it up, said this, said that. You know, he sent his son in to pick it up, and I charged him $75, half an hour's labour.
Yep.
Yeah, it was only, it started a shit fire.
Oh man, it went on. Like he rang back saying he's going to ring Department of Fair Trading, all this sort of stuff, and it went on. And then he put posts up all over Facebook, like 24 pages, and
Oh,
he
he-
put it up. So I ended up just he got absolutely fucking. He got it
I
handed
got
to
it
him.
handed to him.
And I ended up putting up a rebuttal post, and everyone from that was like, you know, I still get people coming in here now going, you know what, whoever dealt with that was fantastic. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes
Thank
you
you.
got to put your business hat on.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, so
You just want to fucking go to town.
Oh, so many times, but unfortunately, you got to stand there with your business hat on. And go, yes, sir, no, sir.
but like back to these shackle bushes on this car, right? Like, so you know how a shackle bush, if it wears, so there'll be bush on one side but nothing on the other side. Well, that's how it was on both top and bottom. And he's like, but there's still bush there.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it was the biggest, most painful conversation I've ever heard. I'm just like, you obviously you don't have anyone to do this for you, or you've been to multiple places and they've fucking failed you. That's why you need to get it done emergency now. I think you pull the wool over
Yeah.
someone's eyes. They're just gonna just do a brake test and
Yeah.
do it. You look at this car, there's problems. You just say, oh, okay. How much? Like it's like fucking just it's a safety inspection.
Yeah.
If you get hurt in the car, you're going to blame the workshop that did the rego check on the car. If you hurt somebody, you're going to blame the workshop and say, oh, it was just had a pink
But
slip.
that's the thing. It does. It will come back and
It'll-
bite us.
oh,
It
yeah.
does.
Oh,
It's the
100%,
business
yeah.
owner.
That's
There's
it.
so many, I've had debates with people over rust. Like, you know, yeah, we can fix it. Do you want to throw $10,000 at a $2,000 car?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that bad. I'm like, well, if the mechanic sent you down here failed for a pink slip, it's not roadworthy.
Yeah, it's not roadworthy,
It's
yeah.
not roadworthy.
Yeah.
And
And-
they'll debate me after a mechanic sent them down. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, you can either spend another 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, can't you just patch it? No, because then if you have an accident, say you pull out of my driveway, one of the trucks just comes on and collides you, and the car snaps in half. Guess who gets sued?
Yeah.
Me. Yeah.
It's,
Well,
and
that's it.
it's not worth.
It's
$2,000
the same-
is not worth my license.
It's the same with the
No.
New South Wales transport rules. Like, if we pass a rego here, they drive out the street, have an accident. Say, for instance, the airbag light was on, and the airbags don't go off, and it kills them.
Yep.
Well, that's manslaughter on
Yeah,
our behalf.
100%.
Yeah.
So you know, and a lot of people don't see that.
They
No.
don't.
You
They
know,
don't care.
so
A lot of
They
mechanics
just-
don't know that either. A lot of people that work in
that
workshops.
is
as well.
also true. The young people that have just got their rego ticket and doing these sight unseen, 50
Oh,
bucks
the
cash.
Facebook ones.
Yeah.
Does anybody know somebody can do a boosting? Oh yeah, we're just gonna post that all over social media.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Baited.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of the young kids don't actually realise that, that can happen.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
A lot of the adults don't know either too, but it's just the same thing. Like if you pass a dodgy car and it's in an accident, it either hurts someone, kills someone, the RMS will come back to you, and the same as the RMS will come back to me. If a car like literally snaps in half and someone dies or the roof collapses from rust, but I've just fixed it.
yeah.
yeah, 100%. You're
Yeah,
getting.
I'm off. Yeah, I'm
You're
off on
getting
a nice,
bent over.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
a nice long holiday and I've got probably $100,000 fine.
Well, we'll get you some soap on the rope.
Yep.
All right. All right. Okay. What's one of the biggest challenges you face in your business, especially balancing it with your passion for? Oh well, no, we haven't even spoke about that. There we go. For passion of cars.
Oh.
But see, we just really spoke about that just then, because we were talking about like the challenges are dealing with customers that want to speak to you when you know what you're busy working, you know, so that they try and pull you away.
You employ people that can talk to, but they just don't want to do them. Like, well, no, they're there. They're there for a reason.
I'm actually pretty lucky here. Like, I don't get many customers that ring up and want to speak to me because, you know, they're speaking to people on the phone. Sarah, Andy, Hater rarely answers the phone. He fucking hates the phone. The phone will be ringing in front of him and he'll be sitting there looking at
Sarah.
It's above my
Andy.
pay grade. I'm not
Sarah's
doing
on the
it.
other side of the workshop and he'll just be looking at it.
Andy, Chris, there's a
The
phone.
thing's making a funny noise again.
There's
Make it
lights
stop.
flashing.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
So that I guess we've already touched base on that. But one other thing I was going to say, you've got a drift car.
Yes.
Tell us
I'm
about
lucky
that.
I do. Well, I can technically say it's the only one in the world. Technically, because it is an S13 Silvia. There is an S13 180SX that was built in Texas, and a guy called Daniel built it. And that's where I kind of got the idea for mine.
Yeah.
So I started talking to him on Instagram. It was just before COVID. And he's like, oh, what's with all the 101 questions? And where are you from? I said, oh, I'm from Australia, just, you know, thinking about building it. And I said, not to be a smart ass, but I reckon I could build one better. Yours looks like a shoebox. It did. It literally, he took a Honda Odyssey roof and just built one big straight flat roof with some bits and pieces. Anyway, I got talking to him for a few weeks.
So to give you a bit of an insight on this, though, to the listeners, you've got a S13 wagon.
Yeah. I was getting there.
Yeah,
I was getting
sorry.
there. You just, you know.
You've ruined the anticipation.
God.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out. Sorry, I'm out.
Yeah, so I was talking to him just before COVID because, you know, S13 Silvia, Ute's been done. S13 wide body's been done. Everything's been done. I saw a few illustrations. So I did some research into it. No S13 Silvia had either been done in Australia. I thought, fuck it, do something different. I had a Stagia in the car park that was just, we were using it for parts. And I, you know, looked at the car, looked at the roof, and spoke to the panel beater, and the panel beater was like, no, I don't want to do it. What would you want to do that for? What happens if you roll it? I'm like, I can only think of a handful of times I've ever seen a drift car, professional drift car roll.
And there's a roll cage anyway, so it
There's a roll
doesn't,
cage
it doesn't
anyway,
really
yeah,
matter
so-
anyway.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
the car, the body of the car is stuffed no matter what. And
But as I said to the panel beater, I said, if I roll this, that's my tough luck, and you must have been stupid.
yeah, and it's not a road car, and there's a roll cage. So realistically, the structure of the car is that cage,
Yeah.
and then the body is just supplementary. It's like that can be whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that. Like it's not like it's a
Nah.
road going car.
But then just happened to get a phone call from a friend of mine, Tully, from Tully, Munster Fabrication. Awesome fabrication. He needed his mum's car. His mother-in-law's trying to paint it purple.
Hey, nice colour.
Yeah. It was yellow. And I
that's
said, no, the phone call went, he goes, hey,
Spotto.
Matt, do you barter? I'm like, yeah, man. What do you got? Oh, I need the mother-in-law's trying to paint it purple. I went, yeah, okay, no problem. He goes, do you need anything? And I went, you poor bastard.
You called me
Rang at the wrong time. And he's literally just gone,
Fuck.
shit, what do you want? I went, I want to build a Silvia wagon. He's like, a fucking what? I said, I want to take a Silvia, turn it into a wagon. Right. Can I call you back in 24 hours? He said, yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, I'll think about
I think he was hoping to say, oh, no, I'm good, man. Like, you know, we'll work
Yeah.
something out. I said, no. Anyway, he rings me back about 2 days later. fuck it, let's do it.
He was trying to find another spray paint.
He's going to find somebody else
Yeah,
to do
trying
it.
to find someone else.
And he's like, nah, fuck it, let's do it. I said, all right, here's the agreement. No one gets their cars back until both cars are completed. And he's like, yep, no, that's fair because it's not fair. Like if
Yeah,
I give his
100%.
mum's car back and then I'm still waiting 5
Yeah.
years for
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
So I think it was roughly about 6 months. 6 months it took. He did it like after hours because he's still got his own business.
Yeah.
And that was just a side hustle job. And during the time he was building, like we gave him the car, we gave him the Stagia roof.
So it's a Stagia roof.
Daewoo. I thought it was a Daewoo Nibiru. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Fuck, sorry. You said okay, yep. All right, my
literally,
bad.
We gave him a Stagia roof, we gave him the Sylvia. About 2 weeks later, he rings and says, the Stagia roof's not going to work.
Okay, yep. All right,
But I
sorry.
have an idea.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Fuck.
You know how to ruin a story.
Fuck, sorry.
Jesus.
All right.
And so you guys just go with me here. I've got an idea. I said, yeah, man, what's your idea? He goes, I've been out to the wreckers. Daewoo Nibiru. I went, yeah? Yeah?
Yuck.
Yeah. He goes, $300 for the roof. I went, you know what, dude? I trust you. You know what I want from the build?
Yeah.
Knock yourself out. He goes, it's the exact same dimensions of the width of a Sylvia to the inside the quarters. And that's why he goes, it's the exact same measurements. We don't need the chopping section of the roof at all. Chop the pillars, drop it on, mold, and da-da-da-da.
Yeah, because the stage would be too wide, eh?
Yeah, Stage was too wide
Yeah,
and too heavy.
And too
Yeah.
square? Is
Yeah.
it like...
But it's just too heavy. And he
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
I think he said he would have had to chop out a good nearly 100 mil out of the roof and then join it back together. He goes, where the Daewoo literally just dropped straight on
Wow.
and it fit perfectly between the inner side of the quarters.
Now he's
yeah.
ruined it. Everyone's going to make wagon Sylvias now.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
But at the same time, it's the first.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, when I first saw it, I was like, what the
That's a
fuck
wild
is this
idea.
thing?
Yeah, well, we took it to, then after that, a friend of mine approached me, Jabs, and he's like, oh, you know, you should maybe try and get some sponsorship out of this to build it because you got to build a professional car. I went, how the fuck do you do that? I had no idea how to
Yeah.
approach people for, sponsorships and
Yeah.
this and that. He goes, literally just write up an email, send some photos. And he goes, I guarantee everyone's going to be like, what the fuck is that?
Yes.
He said, but don't do it until you have the car back with the roof grafted, because otherwise you're just going to be like everybody else. I have an idea.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
dream.
yeah. 100%, yeah.
Wait till the car's in primer, then start sending out, hey, would
Yeah.
you like to be part of the build? Thank God I did that, because there's no one what I would have been able to afford to finish it. But yeah, most of that car's bartered, and then a mate of mine pops that it had the SR20 turbo in it. And he's like, oh, I've got a barrier in my garage. I'm like, of course you do. What else don't you have in your garage? He goes, you pay my BMW, I'll build you a motor. You buy the bolt-ons, I'll give you my XR6 Typhoon motor. You buy the bolt-ons, I'll put it in. You buy the Haltech, I'll wire it, I'll do everything for it. And that was Matt Walters from Hulk Drifting. And so he literally did the whole motor, the whole wiring, everything. We just supplied like intercoolers, intakes, turbos, injectors. And next minute we know it's got a barrier in it, making 580.
And that was another thing. When Dan first put it up on the hoist and I come and stuck my head under it and went,
What the fuck's that doing
hold
in
on
there?
a sec. Fuck, it's gone from
That's not an
this
RV.
up here to this. All right, I've got to have a look. Put it
Yeah.
down, put it down.
And then you open it and you see this nice, beautiful
Yeah, it's
titanium green intake.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, look at that.
There's 5 mil of clearance between the sump and the subframe. We actually used a 5 mil wheel spacer
To
to sit it on there, and then we welded the tough mounts in,
yeah.
which if we knew, did some more research, Barrows and Sylvias don't really fit unless you use an R32 subframe. Because if you use an R32 subframe, the subframe's lower and it actually closes the bonnet.
Okay, so what, the subframe will bolt straight in the bottom of one of them?
Yep.
Oh, they're fucking Nissan. They're just Lego. Some of
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking all those old Nissans are just Lego.
Yeah, you just plug and play R31 Skylines, R32, R33s.
Yeah, nice.
R33s, I don't actually know. R33 subframe might fit. But I know an R32, you can drop an R32 subframe, a barra, and you'll be able to close the bonnet.
Sorry, you know what? I'm fucking cold now.
Oh,
Turn that toward you more. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's a wild bit of gear.
yeah, it's a fun bit of gear. Just
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been sitting in the corner of the workshop now for, it'll be 12 months now. It's
Really?
November. Yeah, it's the last time I drove it was last year.
Why is that? You scared you?
No, I hit a water barrier and I haven't had enough time to repair it.
Oh,
Yeah, if someone wants a Wisefab kit they want to give to Matt,
I'll
let
take
him know.
Wisefab. Yep.
Let him know.
there we go.
No, I've got actually working with Just Engineering out of Canada. Just trying to get some funds together to organise one of their kits to get over here
Oh, right,
for
yeah.
a super angle kit for the car.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and then from there we got it few sponsors on board, and got it all plugged together. Got it tuned, got it running.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
And still running the little factory SR20 Definite.
All right, what else can we build?
What else? Anything as long as you've got a budget.
It would have been easier to put a Sylvia front end on stage here,
I don't know.
Yeah.
and then weld the back door shut.
I don't know if you've learnt too much about me, but I don't budget things too
No,
well.
the budget.
Like we had a budget and a goal. Not really a budget actually. So we had a goal to try and have it done for first season of High Tech. I think 2021. Yeah, 2021. I think we had a goal. That didn't happen.
Yeah, okay.
And then we thought, oh yeah, round 2. Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
Round 3. No, that didn't happen. World Time Attack. Let's have it on display. World Time Attack. Let's go for that. And we got it there, but it was still missing a few parts. But it was a good day. Like, yeah, we unveiled it. Everyone went nuts over it.
Yeah.
That's a wild car.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's the first one. It was the only one in Australia
Yeah.
that you know of. Anyway, it's wild.
Yeah. And it's just to be different because everyone's got utes. Everyone's got wide bodies.
Yeah.
I remember at World Time Attack because like when I bought it, it was like $7,000 for an S13.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Fully engineered,
Oh,
roll
yeah.
cage, coilovers, 18s.
So you fucking ruined a perfectly good
Yeah,
car.
exactly.
And
that's
it's
the
like an
thing.
engineered S13
Yeah.
on the street.
Yeah,
Wow.
we had so many people come up to us at World Time Attack. One go, what is it? And then two, when you told me it's an S13 Sylvia, they're like,
What'd you do that
why
for?
would you do that for? Do you know how much they're worth? I'm like, do you know how much I paid for it?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I said $7,000. It was engineered and registered. And the look on these like teenagers' face were like,
Yeah.
as if you just chopped up like a Godzilla
Yeah.
GDR or something.
The middle, the middle of COVID, they were pushing 40
Yes.
for the
They're
same
still up there now, aren't
for
they?
the
They're
same
still up there. There's so
bent
many
piece
people
of shit.
Yeah. So many people are dreaming.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I follow a lot of the JDM market and JDM cars and all that. It's COVID killed. But then again, COVID killed nearly every.
Well, it's all the Yanks. It's the Yanks now because they can
Yeah.
get it imported over there
Yeah.
now. That's the issue.
What?
A 25-year rule. They
Yeah,
can
25-year old now.
they can import all the Japanese cars over there.
There's a guy in Japan who's been stockpiling R34s. Like I've seen the video and I've seen the yard. He has like nearly probably 200 R34 guys, everything from GDSTs to GDRs, everything stockpiling, knowing that once America hit the 25-year mark, they were just going to sell like hotcakes. And
That's
they
why
did.
R34 GDRs are 250 grand
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because the US want them all.
Yeah, and thanks to Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious as well. But even then, they were high to get a really good one, really high spec one was like 100 grand.
Yeah.
And as soon as they are 25, they've
Yep.
jumped 150 grand in price.
That's funny. Well, there's my dream gone.
Yeah.
You could build one. Just
Tell you to do, you get a GDST,
that's
a
it.
bent one, just buy GDR stuff, make it a GDR.
We'll
It's
just
so-
put it on the Falcon.
It's kind of like a blue mini. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a blue mini. Do you know how many
Right.
people have blue minis?
Yeah, there's
Fucking
there's a
there's
hundred
all-
there's 100 more than there was ever actually manufactured.
So just go get yourself a GDST, R34, slap a body kit on it. fucking
Make it.
pull up.
Yeah,
See
that's
you
it.
later. Yeah.
Or just drive the Falcon around and say
Just
it's a
drive the
You
Falcon.
know,
Falcon on it.
I had a dream when I was an apprentice in my VH Commodore of putting a GTR running gear,
Mm-hmm.
everything
in a V.
into the VH.
Fuck yeah.
I'd see. Fuck yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. There's our goal.
Now you only need about $10,000 now just for a bare block, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Might change that to like, yeah, that's a very expensive dream these days.
I
it is,
know.
unfortunately.
I think my dreams have just got to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the same
How about we start just finding a VH that's affordable? let's start with
and
that
that's
dream.
not full of rust.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
start with that dream
Yes.
first.
Well, see, even VH Commodore rolling shells are still like 30 grand at the moment. I'm noticing.
Oh, I think they're the ones that the wife's told the husband to put it up for sale.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, it's up for sale. Look, it's up for sale.
Stop working on it. It's up for sale. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's up for like, 30, 40 grand for a rolling shell, knowing that it's not going to sell, but made the wife happy.
Yeah, true.
And he's
I
still
think
working
actually,
on it on the side.
I saw a tubbed VK rolling shell last night, and I think it was about 30k.
Yeah, but that's probably right because it's already been tarred.
It's already been tubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The
it
metal work's
was.
already been done to it.
Until you get to it and it's all fucked. That's the issue. Yeah.
literally
it's
a drop.
tubbed in the fucking backyard with some fucking cans.
Oh,
No, it didn't look too bad.
No, there'd be some fucking awful jobs out there. Some awful Summonats cars that have been fucking frapped.
and
So-
the log that's been
talk about
Yeah.
summer nuts. I heard a rumor today. Well, I heard
Hmm.
the hater that this might be the last year for summer nuts, like next year.
Fat chance. Not with that. What's that? LCM, LCM,
There's fucking no
that guy
way.
just bought into it. He just bought like.
That's right, he did too.
He just-
Yeah.
Yeah, Adrian, there's
Yeah.
no fucking way. That
No.
is the biggest injection that Canberra's
Yeah.
fucking ever had.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the money that goes into that.
It's a wild bit of gear to think about fucking how many people go down there and what happens in there. But
Maybe he was just saying that to try and get me down there because I haven't been yet.
yeah,
I've never been.
I've never been. So
I'm like a massive car enthusiast, but I've still
Yeah.
never been to summer.
never
same.
been.
You
It's
know
a-
what?
Now it actually now more turns me off going. I wish I went back when it was actually real summer nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
It's a bit fucking
well,
flush.
when you go to summer nuts, I'll come with you because I've never been.
That Tough Street looks like a
Well,
wild
actually,
bit of fucking
yeah.
gear.
Well, I thought I'd like to actually take the Sylvia one year. It'd be fun to take the
There's
Sylvia.
so
wagon
many,
out.
so many Jap cars down there
yeah, but
these
not to
days.
compete, but
All right.
just to.
Well, we'll get
cruise around in that.
we'll get the Triton out and we'll put it in the burnout down there, the burnout pad.
Yeah, we'll put the Sylvia in the burnout pad.
Have you seen the Triton?
No, didn't even know you owned it. Try it.
That's a fucking
80
bucket of shit.
Shut up. It's a shitty. It's just a 1989 MH Triton, two-door ute, welded diff. It's got LH Tirana lowered springs in the front of it, I know that much. And then it's got Sigma turbo manifold, external wastegate, Haltech computer, and Magna injection.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's not that quick.
And
It
it's
sounds
got
good. It's
A
not.
2008 fucking BT50 bench seat.
Yeah,
Fitted mint.
yeah, it did actually.
It did. Like, no.
Yeah, mintish.
Well, it was a lot better than what was in there.
Yeah, that's true. No, there was nothing for a while.
Yeah,
There was
exactly what I
fucking a
mean,
milk
like-
crate.
Couple of milk crates.
Yeah, it was compared to what you were looking at.
Yeah,
It
I got
fitted fucking perfect.
about 13 years ago. I got defected in it for having bucket seats,
Really?
a turbocharger, and too low. And then from then it's sat around.
Sat
I
in
actually sat
workshops.
there. I sat there last
From
night
workshop
going.
to workshop
Yeah,
to
well.
workshop.
I sat there and now it's down in the storage shed down the road.
He said like he got up to the point to get it registered, and I think once a month since it's been to that point, he goes, I'm going to register the Ute this week.
Yeah,
Are you allowed to register your own cars?
Yeah.
Really?
blue slip them and inspect them. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking odd. it's an
I
odd
thought,
world.
I thought you'd I thought you'd have to take it to somebody else to be approved.
No,
But then again, if you get caught, then dragged over the RMS pits or whatever, then
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking you in
so-
trouble.
on us. But there's nothing wrong with the Triton. And right now I've reverted it all back to stock. So if I blue slip it, the next day, then we can whack everything
Yeah, 100%.
back on
Yeah,
it.
it's all fucking back
Get
in
me?
stock.
yeah. And then we can go to summer nuts.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You
So
take the try and I'll take the Sylvia.
yeah, I reckon I'll break it in like 2 seconds.
And you
Yeah,
also thought
just
about
one.
putting it on Club Rego.
I did think about putting it on Club Rego, but then I went, nah.
I had a look at putting the Sylvia on Club Rego. It's over 30 years. So we actually had the engineer, we had an engineer come in to look at another car we're working on. And I said to him, what would it take to put this Sylvia back on the road?
Did he fucking laugh at you?
No, he didn't actually. He seriously he looked at the old, because I've still got the paperwork from
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
engineered. And he literally looked at it and he goes, well, it's pre-1999 or something, so it's about 94, whatever.
Yeah.
Ripped the motor out, put an SR20 in it, put some windows in it, put some kind of trim.
Put some windows in it.
Because it's all Perspex. Put
Yeah.
some windows back in it, because there's no windows in it at the moment. And then register it. Because it's pre-1994.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but putting an SR20 back into it, that'll be a bit of work too, yeah?
Not really, because we didn't modify anything. All I have to do is just change the subframe.
And you get a different subframe.
That's it.
And then you can get it. Then you
Well,
can
that-
get an R32
That
subframe.
would definitely turn some heads going down the street.
Well, it's kind of like, it's a bittersweet. Like, I wish I left the SR20 in it. Because I used to drive it to work once we was wrapped and we actually drifted it. I used to drive it to and from work. And I think once I actually put the hydro handbrake in it, then I'm like, if we get pulled over by the local, we all know who we're talking about. I'm going to get my ass raped. So
100%.
took the plates off, took the plates in, handed in. It's still got all the VIN numbers, still got all the VIN tags on the car.
Yeah.
All I have to do is put an SR20 back in it, put some glass in it and some trim. Oh, I'd take the front half of the roll cage out, but I can leave the back half in. And if I leave the back half in, it means I can still go out on the main track at Eastern Creek and still drift it. And you can get a pretty good built SR20 these days. All I have to do is sell the Barra.
This don't sound as good though.
Sell the Barra.
But imagine driving the Sylvia
Oh
wagon
yeah,
to work every
be
day.
sick.
Sell the Barra.
Yeah.
There's a purple ute over there.
Fuck, that would go. Fuck it, that would turn that thing into an animal.
It's all we did is that we did
Oh,
valve springs,
did
head
fuck all.
starts, oil pump gears, 1200cc injectors at 3884 pulsar turbo. Makes 580 at the tyres on 15 pounder boost with 70% throttle.
Standard Barry shit, do fuck all, make bulk
and
power.
in a car that fucking weighs next to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first, and because we've still got the SR20 diff, the first 3 gears are useless. So you actually take off in second, go straight to third, and then go from third straight to fourth, and then just fourth, just leave it in fourth the whole track.
The whole track.
Whole track.
And fries bulk tyres.
You have to send us some videos of it drifting, and then I can
Yeah.
put it up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last round at Calder Park, I actually forked out and paid there's a drone guy there, and I actually go, can you put together a video?
Yeah.
And he put together this really cool video of the car for the weekend. This is the best it ran. I think we went through 18 to 22 sets of tyres
Fucking hell.
in 2 days.
Now, are they sponsored?
No, they're sponsored, but just slightly discounted.
Yeah, okay.
So they're still roughly around $100 something a tyre.
It's an expensive hobby.
I was going to say, it's expensive, hence why it's sitting in the back corner
Yeah.
for 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it needs some rack engines. Yeah.
Well, I know a bloke can do wheel on it.
Yeah, I know. He's
Yeah.
done a couple of it already before.
Yeah.
It'll be, well, he's just got to get used to this machine over
We
here.
just got to get some bigger ramps as well.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, do
we'll,
something.
fab, we'll,
Some longer
we'll
ramps.
fab them up.
We have to do something about that to get
we've
some
been-
cars on there.
We've been talking about it for a while, but it's been one of those things where it's been,
Just go to Bunnings, get some of those scaffolding planks.
I wonder if
like what you've got, the scaffolding.
yeah, but we have to get. I reckon we get multiple of them, put them
And make
together,
them
and then
wider.
make them wider, and then put a locking mechanism
Oh, 100%.
so they lock on.
Yeah.
So then you can just drive it on and off. You don't have to fuck
Yeah,
around
it's,
because
spins
they
out.
spit fucking
Even a couple of holes in the concrete at the end where you can just put the bolts or something
Yeah,
in
just a locator.
yeah.
just to locate them.
So
And
I don't know how they come off. How your ramps come off?
They won't.
Well, you can't take them off.
No,
Okay, we'll figure it out.
they're on there.
We'll figure it out.
So, but you can get those wedges that are on there.
Yeah.
You can get extended wedges. So, or you can, as I said, fab up. Like
Yeah,
I've done it
we'll
before.
see what's going on with it all, but you don't get that many crazy load cars at the moment.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
Next minute.
Next
Yeah.
minute.
It's
Yeah,
only-
it's a Maserati. Next to all
only
the
a
fucking
matter
looks
of
like
time.
I can't get rid of.
It's only a matter of time. Yep. So,
The lower cars are always a joy when it comes to hoists and workshops.
yeah. Like I always had this idea of, because I always had lowered cars, and I'm like, fuck, you know how good it would be with a 2-poster that's sort of set down in the ground a
Yeah.
little bit, and you can drive in,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
but then I'm like, but hold on, that won't work because you need to have that whole section
Yeah.
cut out, so you need to have
I always dreamed of a 4-poster that was inset.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd do it. But really, the best way to do it would be do it like what Sydney Shockers got, and they just got a
So,
pit.
there's a
pit
workshop-
You do wheel limits in a pit.
Yeah, right.
So the
There's-
car never changes height. It all stays the same,
Yeah.
and you just change height to do it. But that's the best way of doing it because by rights, the car shouldn't go up and down and cycle. It should always stay level.
There's a workshop at Long Jetty that I worked in, and so basically it shut down as a workshop, and then we sort of took over
Yeah.
it as a workshop and created it, made it a workshop. But it had like a 4-post hoist recessed into the ground
Yeah.
for that.
And that's a fucking mad idea. I always thought
But
about
then they didn't use that.
Really?
Yeah, they used that as an
good idea.
oil pit.
Oh, God.
And I was
that's a
like,
fucking put the hoist in there. It's great because he literally just drive on and off.
yeah,
It's perfect.
Yeah.
No ramps, no nothing.
Well, that's what
Any
we
car.
did. We got a new spray booth. We got a new spray booth about a year ago. And the whole point of our old spray booth had big, massive ramps. And every car you pushed in or drove in would just scratch the underneath the panel or get caught on the exhaust. And then when I took over when we took over a couple of years ago, and that we started doing a lot more race cars. And then you're trying to get race cars into a booth, up a ramp. No, it's impossible. So when we got a new spray booth, it was just like, what? Dead smack to the ground, no ramps, no nothing. And everyone's like, oh, what about the filters and, dirt on the floor? I'm like, man, I'll hose the floor. But if I can get a rotisserie by myself in and out of that spray booth,
so much easier.
so much easier. And race
yeah.
cars, because no one ever brings you a race car that runs.
I was just going to say that,
Yeah,
yeah.
race cars, they run. They don't run very
Or
well.
they drop them off at the workshop and within 24 hours the battery's dead and you still got to push them around the workshop anyway. So when you're trying to push a car in and out of the workshop at the spray booth by yourself, the last thing you want to do is look at your spray booth and you go, fuck, I need like 4 other people to get this car in here, plus a jack, plus some wheel stands. No.
It's
Yeah.
so inefficient. You just gotta like, especially when you do like, obviously you've gone, the business has totally changed. You do street cars and they're all low. And it's like, you just have to be efficient. That's why like I've dreamt about with the hoist. I'm like, we just need to make this efficient. I can't have someone coming next every time I bring a race car or a lowered car onto this hoist because it's terrifying to drive it and then the car ramp flips, like the ramps slide out from underneath you and you're like, this is going to do it on like a $100,000 car one time and I'm
It's
just
going
going
to
to
flick up, hit the bottom of the quarter panel there. He goes, someone's going to bring in a beautiful, nice Jag or nice, but just spend like $100,000.
Did you say a nice Jag?
Yeah.
There's no such fucking thing.
Oh,
yeah, there is.
There is. You just got to look back at 80 years ago.
There is. They are insane and they come from a workshop in Tuggerah.
Yes.
They are beautiful when they're finished from there.
Okay.
They're a shit thing to drive.
I'll take your word for it. But remember my last Jag customer?
Yeah.
That was the Rob.
No, but we're talking about handcrafted Aero E-Type Jag.
Oh, is it a K series?
The rounded
Jag?
one. The round.
Yeah.
The round.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
yeah.
The proper
Yeah.
Jag.
Yeah, not just a
But
fucking...
for fuel injection.
Yeah.
Carburetors.
Okay. Yep.
They're fucking dog shit to work on. But they are beautiful to look at sitting in a garage, I could imagine. And yes, but
I think you'd be... Oh, no, I would be. I'd be too afraid to drive it after paying their bill.
Oh, yeah. Hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Easy.
Right.
I actually went there for a work trial. I've left one job and went there for a work trial. It was just freaking insane. Insane what they do. But they do it really like a lot of American shops do too. So the panel beat is just panel beat. It's up to the painters to do the bomb work, the body line work, the paint work. But there's a young guy, I don't know if he's still there or not, but he would have only been probably about my age now, full lead wiping. Like they handcraft the brand new panels for these E-types, and I'm pretty sure it's a K-type or K-series. Like
Far out.
if you don't have
insane.
$500,000, you don't go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plain simple.
if you take a car, like, it's crazy. So the guy
So
who
it's going to be
owns
a
it-
car that's going to be sitting in your showroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's...
you-
that's-
If you have to ask how much it's going to cost, you can't
yeah.
afford to be there.
There's a
Yeah.
horrific story where he took a car, hand delivered it in the trailer to Queensland, got there, found out their fire extinguisher came loose in the trailer.
And just been rolling around in the...
Yeah. Fucked up a quarter panel and he just put it back in the car, took it back down and said, sorry, mate, we'll get it back to you.
Yeah.
That's
That's fucking horrifically
Yeah,
scary.
imagine dropping the car after the car's been you've driven 12 hours.
You ready to see this?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hand delivered and fuck insane.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they brought a Aston Martin DB5 once for a wheel on it. Sweet, expensive car already, right? Pretty rare car. Then we found out because of the colour and the specs and everything, there's only 5 of them in the world.
Fucking hell.
$750,000 car.
Far out.
Fucking insane. I was like, I beg your fucking pardon. You brought that here for me to work on?
Yeah. You want me to drive that?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I just made Steve drive it. I was like, you can fucking drive the car. I'll come in the passenger seat. I'm not fucking driving it.
Well, you know what we were talking about the other day. We got to find a sponsor to build us a building so we can create
an all-in-one.
Yeah.
all-in-one, one-stop shop.
Like,
We've got the neighbourhood, but now you just need it in the one
Yeah.
location.
There's a nice block of land around there that's for sale. I'll drive past that every day and go,
That'd be a pretty good spot as well.
fucking oath. Imagine the traffic on that. Like, I don't know what the numbers are on the traffic on this road. Like, somehow you can get those numbers to work it, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, never know. You just
It'd be insane. Look, the place you're in, this facility here is really good
Yeah.
to get because you can see it. The only shit thing is you can't display advertising on the outside.
Yeah.
that's what I don't understand.
Imagine
You
if
get
you,
that one sign out the front, that's it.
Yeah.
yeah, if you could
Well,
display.
and the signs on the fence that you just put up and
It's camouflage.
Yeah.
I do the same down in my workshop.
Yeah, it's like if you could display signage on the outside of this building, it would bring a
Well,
double
you know
the
what
amount
I
of-
did that actually was really successful? I'm having trouble spitting my words out
Yeah.
tonight. I put that trailer down on the side of the road.
And someone slashed
We
it.
used to have one. We used to have one that was like 3 times the size of yours.
Oh,
It came with the business.
where to go?
Oh, Mr. Drifter thought he could drift one night around the corner down when it was parked out the front of the workshop. And I came to work Monday morning and it's literally it would have been a good, like, probably 18 foot.
From where?
18-foot trailer. It was probably about a good 12-foot high. Like, it was a big trailer. And it was upside down, up against the fence, and nothing to be seen. And
VS
I'm like,
Commodore jammed in the side of it.
and so I got there and I'm like, what the? And you can see the skid marks. They've come around the corner. They've tapped the gutter. They've shut themselves, and they come straight across the road, straight through the trailer. And they've cleaned up. They knew they fucked up, and they cleaned up the mess. And I'm like, rightio. Got out of the car, walked over there, and I'm like, fucking Jesus. Oh, there's a headlight. That's a Nissan S13 Silvia headlight, left-hand side. Right, and there's a bit of rubbish there, so I started doing this, started doing that. Put out a post. Does anybody know of an S13 Silvia that tried to drift and failed? And the next minute I got a few messages, and then I did a few researches, found out the guy who was driving it, found his boss's phone number from the Bunnings receipt.
Oops.
Yep, spoke to the guy next door. The guy doesn't go anywhere. The first time he has a date in 5 years was the night dude came around, tow trucks, everything. He wasn't home. First time in 5 years, like the guy's like, I had my first date in 5 years, and it happened to be the night. Otherwise, I would have been out there. I would have told you who was driving, what kind of car it was, this and that.
Oh, dear.
A week later, we had a customer come in to get his car repaired, and he mentioned his last name, and I went, that's a very unique last name. I said, your son didn't happen to be did it? He's like, yeah. Your son doesn't happen to own it, did it? Yeah. We need to have a chat.
Yeah.
Brings his son on the spot. Oh, no, it wasn't me. No. We sold it that day to somebody else. Who'd you sell it to? Oh, some guy out the front of the hospital who's just walked along, so we sold it to him. Bullshit, mate, because your front end would have been halfway across my road.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because we didn't have the physical evidence, we just left it and dropped it and got the scrap metal guys to come pick up the trailer.
Spion.
But we had it parked up there on the corner. Same thing as what you do.
Yeah.
And it brought us heaps of business.
Yeah, well, everyone drove past and
I had like 4 or 5 people because I used to get them all the time walking into my office. And I saw a trailer up on the side of the road. I'm like, well, that's for next door.
you couldn't put that many signs out the front and they still all walked into you.
But so many people come down to our workshop still to this day going, I have no idea that you're down here. Well, yeah, because there's not much advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here for 8 years. I have no idea you've been down here.
Social media, man. That's where it is.
It is
That's all I do. Yeah, that and Google. So all I do is social media and, a bit of signage here. Although we had that event on Sunday, which was a big blue table event for mental health. For some reason, I created an event on my social media, but no one saw it.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
No one saw it. You didn't see it.
No. And I was there.
And I'm pretty sure you come up as a top fan when I look at my page.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's like...
Didn't see nothing about it.
Oh, they're writing dodgy comments on your stuff.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore.
No, you can't.
Everything is about social media now. As much as we hate it and we're
we gotta
addicted
love
to
it.
it, we have to like it because it gets us so much work.
But see, I don't get on there now and just like scroll like I used to. I don't have the time, So at night I lay down in bed and I might scroll Marketplace.
That's about it.
Just scroll
Trying to see what's there.
Even though
Marketplace.
you can't afford it, but you still
No, you go,
look at-
look at that. You look at it and you're like, definitely can't afford that. But that's pretty cool. I'm
That's
going to hit that in
fucking
my
sick.
save.
That's fucking sick.
I'm going to put that in my save in case I win lotto next week. But,
You got to buy lottery tickets to do that,
but
though.
I don't do that.
Yeah, but
There was
I-
a fucking mad old school truck on fucking Facebook the other week. I was like,
Mitch's.
Huh?
Mitch's, that one you sent us in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Mitch. So Mitch worked with me. He was an apprentice where I was working, where I did my apprenticeship.
That was the bagged for, I forget what it was now, but it was fucking.
It was on a HQ chassis.
Yeah.
It was 80K you wanted for it.
Mm-hmm.
LS3.
It was insane. The fucking thing was.
The truck was like the patina on the truck.
Oh,
like,
it's beautiful. It was
just-
an old school American
It
truck.
was like one of Ray's.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, that's awesome. I'd love to buy one, but then I said to Toddy when he was here, like Hado's
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law,
do you know him?
I know of him. I haven't seen him.
Well,
I think I've seen him in person, but I actually haven't spoken to him. All I know is that he built some wicked pickups.
He's got one at the moment that's going, and I'm like, is that mine?
I think you and everybody else comments on his stuff.
Yeah.
Is that my one?
Is that my one? Yeah. And then I said to Alex, Todd just said he's building us a truck, and she's standing there going, what? Todd's like, huh? And I'm like, Yeah.
Yeah, good price as well.
Yeah. Mace rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can do it here. I don't mind.
All you have to do
Something,
is the body work.
Yeah.
You can do the motor, the trans.
Oh yeah. We can like if I get the chassis.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I was looking at one thing somewhere for like an old truck body or whatever, and in the States you can buy a full chassis, already airbagged,
Yeah.
everything ready to go.
50 grand.
Yeah, something like that, some crazy, like it was like 25 grand, but
Yeah.
50 grand.
50 grand
yeah,
Australian,
yeah,
yeah,
50 grand Australian, and then you got to get it over. And you got to buy the body. You can buy the body 25 grand again. I was like, fuck, that'd be sick, but you
For
just
100 grand, you
So-
can do yourself pretty much a
bolt
brand
it together.
I watched a TikTok reel or something, whatever it was, and it was of a guy that found this paddock, and in this paddock was 15 LS truck bodies. Oh, sorry, truck chassis.
Yeah.
All with LS motors, brand new. So this
Oh,
company
I
had
think I know which video. I think I've seen this.
the company had bought the trucks, right, taken the cabs
Oh,
off
the
them to
service trucks.
use on something else, and he bought these things for fuck all, put them on a tow truck, and
Yeah.
took them away. And I'm like sitting there going,
I saw that. Yeah, some service company in America bought it. They just wanted the bodies.
yeah.
That's all they wanted was the bodies. And so
Yeah.
these guys come along and picked up like 25, 50
Yeah,
friggin'
they were
brand
just
new.
brand new, just sitting out in the
Yeah,
paddock.
right.
And and he had to get semi trailers in there, and he had like 3 of them on the semi trailer.
Yeah, right.
And I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like if we found that over here, for one, no one would do that to
No.
those. But what I heard too, the U-Haul trucks over there,
Yeah,
they've got LSs in them.
yeah.
That's what we got to buy, a U-Haul truck.
That's a crazy company. You can just take it from one part of the world, like one state, and
yeah.
just drive across the
the
other side.
other side of the
Yeah, and just drop it
continent.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I guess it's similar to budget.
Could you do that though? With a budget? Yeah,
You
okay.
can. It just costs you more when you don't bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they end up having to tow it back.
Yeah.
On a truck or something.
The same as like when you hire a car trailer or whatever else, or any kind of trailer, if you want to take it from one destination, but you don't want to bring it back,
Yeah.
they charge you extra because it's a return fee. I'm like, bullshit. You're just going to leave it there until somebody wants to head back north.
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
We just
And they'll
don't-
charge them a return
Yeah,
fee
yeah.
from that site.
Because budget isn't a franchise thing or anything. It's owned by the company, isn't it?
Not sure.
No idea.
Yeah.
Last time I actually went and spoke to a budget was years ago.
I should ask.
That's how you serve them all the time.
Well, one of the girls at the gym actually is one of the head honchos for budget.
Well, it must be because I got a phone call from another company here that's not budget. A guy's just opened one up around the corner. He's opened up another franchise around the corner here.
Yeah.
So it must be. Yeah, he must be able to just buy franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So,
Yeah.
what else we got?
Speaking of those wild finds and stuff, I was watching this YouTuber, and he's at this building, like they found like an old repair shop or whatever in like California, I think. It just had all these old school like European cars, like where there was literally a unit like this full of Lamborghini Mercedes, like the fucking old
just
like
sitting
OG Lamborghinis. There's like 10 of them
Just sitting there.
just sitting there. It's in California as well, so they're all in perfect condition.
Yeah.
There's that's walking through it. There's just a motor out of one of them, just it was just out in the elements. It's crazy, like the shit they found in this
See-
like place. It was fucking insane.
So
I
we
used
get
to love
excited if
watching-
we find 3 HQs in one place.
Yeah.
This
I
guy finds
used
a
to-
bunch of
yeah,
Lamborghinis.
yeah,
I used to watch American Pickers.
yeah.
Fuck, like the things that they found too, and it's like,
yeah.
and there's still so many things out there that you could go in. Like actually, Hato just told me today. He goes, I drove past. There's a house around the corner from me that's got a Sigma Turbo sitting out front,
Oh,
and I'm like, what?
I saw him talking about that. Yeah,
I was like, and he even tried to find it on Google Earth, and he couldn't find it. And I'm like, is it registered? And he's like, it's got number plates on it. And I'm like, but is it registered? He's like, I'll have a look. So
he probably wanted to try to hit him up because that's how he got his Falcon.
yeah, so his Falcon. I don't know if you've seen it. He's got an XC Falcon with an LS in it.
no.
He went on a test drive, like when we were working together at another place. He went on a test drive. Whilst he's on this test drive, he pulled over, saw this car, went and asked
No
it,
way.
bought it for $100, went back that night, picked it up, took it home, got it running, like no issues with it, sort of thing. And then next minute You put an EL Falcon motor in it, so
intake,
yeah, one of them, and then that lasted about a month, and then he LS'd it.
Yeah.
And now you pop the bonnet on the thing. The LS actually fits better into that than it did into the WB that we did.
Yeah.
Like, it was so much more room and just easy drop
Because
in.
they're massive.
Yeah, so
They're massive.
and like, you know, a lot of people are like, why would you do that? You know, you're putting a Holden in a Ford, rah, rah, rah. But it looks good.
Yeah,
It
it's
goes.
Cost effective.
I remember years
It
ago-
fucking works.
I remember years ago, Koshi, the guy from Channel 7, he had a Mustang built in Sydney.
Yes.
And he had an LS put in. Everyone's like, oh, why would you put an LS in? And he's like, they're lighter.
I was actually
They're
down at
lighter.
that show.
They're cost effective.
Yeah, they're lighter than the Boss 302.
I was
Is it
down at that
302s?
show when that came out because another one of my brother's mates released a S13, green S13. Kermit number plates or something?
Kermit. The only Kermit I remember was a Gemini.
No, maybe it wasn't Kermit.
It was a Gemini Kermit.
But he put this green S13 Silver in. Oh, immaculate. Looked amazing. The money that he put into that, I was like, where did you get that from?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
So,
There's old school auto salon day cars. They're fucking.
Yeah, sex back.
Yeah.
yeah. Remember, like, they still do shows like that.
No.
There's a couple of people. I think there's a cruise actually coming up in Sydney. I think there's a bunch of OG guys trying to do a sex spec cruise
Yeah.
because there's a couple of people still
Did
out
you
there.
say Sexpo Cruise?
Sex spec.
Yeah,
That's-
sex spec to Sexpo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that group of cars is called.
Oh, okay.
Sexpack.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple of guys trying to bring them back because I know that Summernats last year they had the Prelude Ghost. Remember Ghost from the Hot Fours? Had the flame that changed colour.
Not the one up
chameleon?
here, the airbag one.
No. This
No.
one's I don't even know what this guy keeps.
Oh, that was an Accord
Yeah, that was an Accord.
wagon. Yeah.
No.
No,
No, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, no, not that one. This one's Ghost.
Didn't
Last
Chop
one's
Shop make
Ghost.
that one?
Yeah, they actually. Yeah, Chop Shop made the wagon one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Accord.
Wasn't that Louis' personal car? Didn't he do that?
No, I don't know if it was his personal.
Yeah, he definitely did it though.
Yeah.
It was wild setup. It was fucking insane.
It's a turquoise.
Yeah, crazy bonnet,
Yeah.
crazy. It's all cantilever fucking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a couple of people trying to bring it back. But I know there's a big cruise in Sydney coming up, and it's like the old cruise. So they're meeting like freaking out near Blacktown, Krispy Kremes, and I think they're going all the way into the city, like what they used to do, like cruise around the city, King's Cross,
Yeah.
City King's Cross, and all that, and back out again.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool to go see.
You going to put your plates on the
No, I haven't got chromies.
Oh yeah.
spinners?
You need chromies. Oh my god.
There was. I remember in Cessnock there was like a Hyundai XL with a crazy airbrush paint
Yes,
job.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
yes.
it used to be there for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
It's
the
same
Egyptian one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking insane.
Did you see that?
There's a chick on the coast here. I think she has the Elantra, the Hyundai Elantra one that was done in Sexpack. The guy, that famous airbrusher out of Sydney, did it. I think she was cruising around here in Tuggerah. I think it's probably even still going. And it's still got the original. Probably like the guy probably would have dropped either 30, 40 grand just on the paint job.
That's like that. Do you see that
There's
TX3, the red TX3 that was up on sale for Facebook a couple of months back? You know, that had like airbrush chicks under the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
titties and
Yep.
all that. Like that thing. Like,
Sexpack.
That's sex spec.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, just the crazy. It's like the '90s crazy.
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
car shows, all those cars. They're all with the ugly as fuck chromies and stuff, and people. It's just
4617s.
it's just nostalgia. That's
Yeah.
what.
Volts.
That's it's
They're
nostalgia.
Volts.
It's
Yeah, they got
Volts.
all the
Yeah,
old stuff.
it's nostalgia, and people have like. It obviously doesn't happen to like. I suppose people could do it in new cars, but they're not dropping that much money on a paint job.
No, there's still a lot of people out there. That's the funny thing. There's still a lot of people out there dropping big money on
Yeah.
paint.
Oh yeah.
Like, I got a phone call from a shop down south asking if I could quote this Mustang up. And I'm like, yeah, no problems. What have you done to it? And he just finished spending $100,000 on sheet metal.
Fuck.
On a
So let me guess, it had none when it started?
I have no idea, but how do you drop $100,000 on? And the second question is, how do you drop $100,000 on a Mark I Mustang? They're
So
not the nicest looking Mustang.
is that the, like, not
The long.
yeah. Not that long, not like that one. No.
But yeah, freaking.
No, like the
100,000
after that one.
But
Yeah.
that's only sheet metal. It still needs to be like final skim.
But
prime,
couldn't you,
paint.
like you see all these shows in America, couldn't you just buy the panels from America?
Well, you can. It was like there's a friend of mine, Sam, who comes and does our paintwork, does Boulevard Garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does Impalas and Cadillacs. he buys all brand new panels. Like he's just brought over two.
You can have the connections.
Yeah, he brought over two. I'm pretty sure they're Impalas. I don't know what year models, but anyway, he brought two of them over. Him and his mate bought one each. They went over to America, and they literally did 2 days. They had 2 days before the cars got put in the containers, and went around and spent $5,500. Bought new quarters, new bonnet, new guards, new floors, new like seals, new everything. And it cost them like $5,500.
And put it in the container.
And put it in the container and send them back over.
Mr. Lowrider.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can still buy them. Just depends on what model car you buy. You just got to do your research.
Yeah.
You got to get the right one.
Yeah.
and
So
spend
you got to do your research. Where do you get Corvette parts from?
America. There's a guy in Sydney, a Corvette shop in Sydney, but
A
I've got no
Corvette
idea.
shop?
Yeah, there's a Corvette shop in Sydney, and that's all they do is work on like the C3s, C4s, C2
Yeah, okay.
Corvettes.
All right. Well, we might
have
need
to
to
make
call
a phone-
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
make a phone call.
Yeah, dear.
eBay.
eBay. Yeah, well, that's coming from the States, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get the part for $50, but the postage is
Yeah.
$820.
The car you're talking about, I know which car you're talking about. So, funny enough, with that car, we
Of course,
actually
it was right behind you.
yeah, we got a quote to get a new chassis for it because it needed a new chassis.
Yeah.
So we looked in the States and like, yep, it's like 12,000 or whatever it was, 12,000 for the chassis. And the owner's like, yeah, that's an awesome price. Yeah, no props. Looked at shipping. It was 17,000 to ship it.
Fuck.
There's 12,000 for the chassis, but 17,000
Yeah.
to ship it.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah, like that.
Don't you have to put it in an express postage bag? Just
Yeah,
put it in a
like,
fucking container.
Just put it in the container. Put it on. I don't care if it takes 6 years to get here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like,
just get it here.
yeah.
Yeah, but fuck,
we don't, need
17
it, we
grand.
don't need it overnight parts from Texas. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you need to find someone who's got a container
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
Put the chassis in there. Put all the shit on top of it,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
My
that's
friends of mine do it in Japan. They buy they'll share containers and bring parts out from Japan because
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
A couple, especially before COVID, I know a group of friends of mine. They all went on a shopping spree over there. They all literally they got a 20-foot container. They spent a week in Japan and they drove around to all the
Up garages,
garages,
yeah.
all the different workshops, just buying like rims, tires.
He's got no idea
dashes.
what he's talking. He's lost it.
I'm
Heaps of-
I'm
heaps
picking
of-
up what you're putting down.
Heaps of Skyline parts.
Yeah.
RX-7 parts, like everything. Filled the container up and sent it over. I think it was like 10 grand split between 3. And they probably spent maybe 10 grand each, but brought it all over and tripled their money within like
Yeah.
2-3 months.
You just go and find an Nismo parts. Well, you just find Nismo parts for R34 GTR, put it away, seal it, put it away,
Well, what
and
can-
you would have tripled your money already.
What can we get from Malaysia? Because I've got extended family over there. My
Daihatsu parts?
You can get heaps of fucking
Isuzu
you
parts.
can get heaps of full JJ1 parts,
Isuzu
but
parts, yeah.
there's no major cost to those at the moment.
No, I was sort of saying, like, we should go over there and I would
Scooter parts.
go over there and then
That's massive.
scooter parts.
Scooters.
I go over there and just go and tune some of their cars for them.
Yeah.
Go and do a plug and play tune. I've got like actually family members. So my brother married from Malaysia. Her family is still over there, and one of them, I'm pretty sure, owns a panel shop over there. And like, it's funny because you see the stuff that he's doing, and it's like, well, it's a shed like this, but with no walls.
Yeah. Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah,
roof,
just-
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And then there's another bloke just opened up another mechanical shop over there as well. And again, they've just got ramps that they drive the cars up onto,
Yep.
do the service, drive them back off. You know,
Crazy shit.
trucks and everything up on the ramps. Yeah, yeah. So
No safe working load over there.
new.
Unfortunately, we've missed the boat for nearly every country to bring stuff over.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's no real great cars coming out of like
No.
you just get performance parts, I suppose. But even then, they're all coming over cheap anyway.
Yeah.
They are. All right, have we got any more questions? Hold on.
Just
Hold on.
going back on Mustangs and spending a lot of money, and we've already spoken about him. The guy who does those Jags up. He found an ex-Australian raced Mustang that was turned into a circle track car. He brought it again, and then he brought original panels,
Yeah.
like the panels to do it. But he couldn't. There's certain percentage of the original car had to exist still to keep it registered on the logbook.
Yep.
So he grafted these new panels into the old panels to keep it so you could still keep the original logbook. So he's probably spent triple the money just to make it.
But the value of it at the end
Yeah, exactly. The vacuum or logbook, it's fucking insane.
But
Wow.
I've got a customer in Sydney who's building a 69 charger, and he's literally just put new roof, new quarters, new floors, same thing, and literally just bought it all out of America.
Yeah.
Instead of spending thousands of dollars to have it repaired, he goes, "Why would I pay someone to thousands of dollars for repair when I can just buy
Yeah.
buy it all brand new?"
You got to be patient.
Yeah.
See, like I don't have patience, so if I want something, I want
it
it. You know, like if I get an idea that I need this for the workshop, and I ring someone and they go, I don't have it. Well, okay, but
That's not fucking good enough.
yeah, that's not good enough. So
Devastated.
then we
Then
start.
you're in a shit mood for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
We actually, believe it or not, we were looking for a special tool for a Mercedes or something. And I rang him and I'm like, I need it today. Oh, no, we don't have one. Okay, so I rang around everywhere. Hader was sitting behind me while I'm ringing around because we needed this. And found one on fucking Facebook Marketplace just
shit.
up here at Blue Haven. So he's like, I found one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? So he's like, see ya.
Grail.
Off you go.
It low balls him. We take 25.
And believe it or not, it didn't fucking work.
No.
Yeah.
Was that the injector remover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you had to machine it down for us at one point.
Yeah, I had to do something to it.
Yeah,
Fucking
so-
nightmare.
It was, but
It's too good to be true.
we ended up getting it out. It cost a rocket cover, but we got it out.
Oh, yeah. I know the car now.
I remember Hader
remember.
going, "Do you want me to get it out?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we need to get it out." So
I was next to him when he did the
Oh.
damage. I was like,
Chris.
"You just fucked that rock up." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You just heard it." He goes, "Fuck!" I got the injector out though.
Yeah, he
Injector out.
got the
Yeah.
injector out, and then we had to wait 3 days for a fucking rocket cover.
Yeah,
So
From
no,
Mercedes part.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
you didn't say the price though.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember that. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
True.
Did I have breakfast?
Probably not.
No, that's right. I got up to go to the gym this morning, and
Did you
then
go?
so I got up to go. So today's puppy day for one of my mates. He's at the gym. I've told you. Are you gonna go piss?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
piss.
can go
Yeah.
have piss. You just take the headphones
take
off
the
before you
jacket
walk away. One of my mate, I spoke about him before, and said, having a bit of mental health issues and that sort of thing. Anyways, he's getting a puppy, and he hadn't told the kids, right?
Yeah,
So he told the kids they were getting it on Christmas, but
Yeah.
today was the day that they're picking it up. So,
What is it?
Golden Retriever.
Oh, nice.
So I was excited to go
Yeah.
to rev him up for the dog. And anyways, I woke up, and as I've woken up, I looked out the back window, lightning, right? And I'm like, okay, lightning, yep, all right, sweet. And then thunder. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yep, all right, sweet. And then it pissed down that
Oh,
hard.
fucking yeah.
Like if it pissed down, sorry. I
Got a message on his phone.
Pissed down that hard that I was like, what the hell is going on here? This is a big storm. All
Yeah.
right, I'm going to have to get up. And if Mannix wakes up, maybe he'll go and jump in bed with with Tilda. So anyways, I get up, I start walking down the stairs, and next minute, down the hallway.
Dad.
And then he comes in, and he jumps in bed, and I'm like, all right, jump in bed, go to sleep, I'll be back soon, I'm going to the gym. Oh, then it started. Yeah, no, I don't want you to go, the storm. All right, no worries. Lay down, go to sleep, and I'll just lay here with you for a bit. Do you think he went back to sleep?
No, of course not.
4:45 in the morning, he's like buzzing. I'm like, dude. So, and I'm laying there, I'm thinking, well, if I'm not going to the gym, I'll go back to sleep. Do you think he'd let me go back to sleep?
No.
No. Fuck. So, yeah, no, I didn't get to the gym
Yeah.
today, but I was up, I was dressed, I was ready to go.
Hey,
And then, yeah,
Storm ruined it.
The storm ruined it. Storm woke the child. But, we did trick-or-treating last night.
God,
And-
it was busy last night.
Oh, it's crazy last
It's
night.
getting bigger every year.
I didn't get
Yeah.
a single person. Knock on
Really?
my. Yeah, I didn't get a single
Yeah, but
person.
you live
in
in-
an apartment block, or
No, he lives in an old person town.
It's not that old person, but yeah, yeah.
Over 50s retirement
Yeah,
village.
that's it. So it suits my lifestyle perfect. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
got lawn bowls, and I get
Yeah.
fed at 5:30. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's fucking awesome.
Oh, you missed dinner time, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but no, it was like we get into Christmas and
Yeah.
Halloween and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, last night we'd pretty much sitting there and it just started raining a little bit and our dinner rocked up and
Oh, it didn't rock
No,
up.
it's just what?
What'd you get?
oh,
Candy.
pizza.
Oh, fucking
Pizza. Last
That's the
night,
fucking one thing I fucking want.
last night, Alex ordered 7 pizzas, garlic bread,
Jesus Christ, how many people are in the house?
8.
Okay, pizza. Is.
7 pizzas, garlic bread, garlic cheese,
The boys
and
don't
garlic
eat a
scrolls.
pizza all themselves.
Cayman does.
Oh, yeah.
Cammy will smash a thin and crispy pepperoni with no issues.
Shit, it's fun.
Now I'm
And-
hungry.
Yeah.
And anyways, and then like literally the wind came up.
Oh, it
it
was fucking
started
crazy.
pelting down. You know, I had to grab because we got. Have
yeah,
you been in the Bunnings down at Tuggerah lately?
Yeah. Oh,
you seen the
lately,
big dragon at the front? There's a big dragon, 1.8 meters, and then there's a 2.4 meter long, tall skeleton. I bought them.
You got them both.
I got them both.
Yeah, your front yard was crazy, the photos you sent.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I've got to bring him in. I can't leave him out here because they've already blown over, and the dragon chipped his tooth, so I had to prepare him. The skeleton got a headache.
So
But
you're
yeah,
gonna use him for Christmas as well? Christmas decorations?
well, I was just thinking about leaving him here in the workshop.
Yeah, put him up there on the corner. Up
He's
there.
2.4 meters, so
He won't fit on your mez.
he's big. I'm just trying to see if I got a photo on here of last night.
You got a bunch of stuff got to send to the group chat.
There's the
Yeah, cute.
yeah. So Manny was Deadpool.
Yeah.
And it was funny, he's standing around the lolly bucket and he's like, just one lolly. And then, you know, towards the end of the night, I'm like, Manny, I think they can have 2. And then they'd walk up, just one lolly. Hold on,
did
wait.
you try
2.
the one lolly thing too?
Yeah, we always try to wait. It doesn't
Oh,
work.
last night we had to. Like, hey, like Ness is like, you got to give him one lolly. And I'm thinking to myself, one lolly? Like, are you serious? The amount of kids and the amount of kids that look at you like, one lolly. He's like, man, we're not
Fucking-
millionaires here. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, like,
We went through like 4 bags of lollies in no time.
That's what, yeah, like Ness went out and bought, she went and bought like 4 bags of lollies. And I ended up, like, we went to Costco the other week and I bought a massive big pack of Zappos.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up having to sit there last night, cutting them open and taking them out individually just so we'd have more candy because we went through 4 bags. Plus, Ness bought some like weird armbands, some keychains,
Yeah, right.
all gone within like an hour. And kids are walking past going, it's still daylight. I'm like, don't look at me, man. I'm not a millionaire. Like, I
Yeah,
can't afford. Go to the next door.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
too late.
That's the front yard. Oh, you haven't got your glasses on, can you see?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put a Santa's hat on him and use him for Christmas.
I did think about that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Get your money's worth out of it.
and the dragon, I
Put
thought,
Santa on the ground next to him.
oh, Halloween met Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
I thought about the dragon getting the snowblower because we got a snowblower as well out the dragon's mouth.
He goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, all right. It's all for the
Decorations.
kids.
Yeah,
I know.
I've got a friend like you, but her and her husband go like nuts, and they make it to the news like every year, and always in the top 10 in Sydney of like
Yeah,
best
right.
Yeah,
house.
no, I don't have that yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I'd hate to see the electricity.
The
bill up there.
fucking effort to
I know.
just put all that shit
Well,
up is fucking
for
insane.
like
So-
what, 2 weeks?
Well, so
Yeah.
Alex. Well, no. See, Alex came in and today and said, "You got to get Christmas stuff down." I'm like, "Yeah, all right.
It's
Can
just
I take?"
fucking the 1st of November.
Yeah.
My Ness was the same last night. We're sitting there having dinner after Halloween. She goes, "You know what we get to do now?" And I'm like, oh, "Jesus Christ,
Not
well,
yet.
Hato's missus has already put the tree up in her house.
don't say that." I said to Ness last night, I said, "You can put Christmas, but you can't put the tree up until the 1st of December." She's like, "Shut up! You don't make the rules." I'm like, "Yes, boss."
Well,
I'm
see-
sorry. I
I'm
spoke out
sorry.
of line.
I spoke out of line.
I'm
Yeah.
See,
sorry.
we don't know what we're going to do this year. Like, we normally went up and picked our tree and then went up and cut the trees down, but they're not doing that this year now.
We do themes. So last year was like
I've never had a real
Army, Navy, Air Force because our eldest son just joined the Air Force.
Yep.
This year I got to pick, so I picked black. So everything for Christmas has to be black.
You black-hearted
Yeah.
man.
Was it 2 years ago? No, last year. Yeah, 2 years ago was the Grinch.
Yep.
And every year we go get a family photo. So every year we go
Oh, yeah,
all
nice.
dressed up. So I think it was last year. We all went as Grinches. So we're all sitting there getting Christmas photos at this person's house. With
Interesting.
Santa and all that. Every year.
Was it out at Forries, Sabato Bay?
No. Up at Lake Haven. Up the
Oh,
back of
okay.
Lake Haven there.
Yeah.
There's a lady, guy and his wife do it every year. They get sent this really good Santa Claus in.
Yeah,
Really
nice.
good, real Santa Claus. Every year. And they do photos from the house. And every year we go dressed in something
FYI, I don't think kids listen to this podcast.
That do. I'd be very fucking. I'd be very upset. That's very poor parenting. There is a language warning.
Sitting in the car driving home from school. Mum, what's fucking Santa Claus not real?
What about the fucking 15 swear words I've heard already?
Actually,
Shut up, little Timmy.
Actually, I got to do a shout out. Dave Copeland, one of my mates from years back, he pulled me up at the expo or the trade show the other day, and goes, "Just so you know, I listened to the podcast."
Nice.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, sweet,
Fuck yeah.
Fine, that's good."
Kicking
Awesome.
along, we get we average about 20 odd listens
A week?
Yeah, get better. They go more and more and more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just kicking along.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Benny's still listening to him.
You got to start somewhere.
That's it. And like we're pretty consistent. Those 20 listen, like 20 people keep coming back and fucking listening to it pretty quickly. I'm like, we're doing something pretty good then.
Yeah. Well, I think El Jefe stopped listening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think M's even listened to one.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of a good thing too, because then
You
we
can
can
fucking rag on them.
then we can say, "Oh fuck, why didn't I ask?"
Yeah.
No, I love my wife, my missus. She's nearly my wife, not yet.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, what are we gonna do? What are we at?
That's an hour and a half.
Far out.
That's
See?
quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean? When you sit around and just talk shit, it just
There's no
it just-
real difference. You just we're recording it,
Yeah.
so we can't say as much as we normally would.
Well,
Nah.
yeah, we got it. Yeah, we limit it.
But even then, it's not really.
No,
No.
we haven't limited ourselves.
No, it's good.
But,
It's going so quick.
Thanks for hanging back. We know that you've
Yeah.
you've had to hang back a
Yeah,
few extra
seriously.
hours.
That's right. The green room was amazing. I loved the food platter you put out.
Oh yeah, it was great, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
The bottles of water. And,
So-
you know,
Bottles of water.
We do actually have a plan. So we are actually. I'm going to put a mezzanine up here.
yeah.
Yep. I've already got a quote, plans, everything, and then we're going to do a purpose-built podcast
Yeah, mate.
studio room up
Yeah.
there.
Oh, man.
So because we're going to put boss's office up there as well.
Yeah.
My office, Alex's office, podcast room, and storage.
So then, when the podcast room is built, we can actually have cameras,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that dedicated full setup. So
Record
YouTube
it.
will be fucking on
We
fire
just-
then.
Custom, people would be happy to see your bottles of oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see, we might be able to have like a open window
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something.
see what's in here this week.
Yeah.
What's going on this weekend.
Bit of a what do you call it?
And we can soundproof. That means Hader can work on his fucking shit boxes.
You know, he turned around today and said, "Oh fuck, I'm doing a clutch tonight." I'm like, "No, you fucking not."
Well, if you are, you're using fucking ratchets.
Yeah, on hand tools only, mate.
No hoist either on the fucking ground.
So he's like, "Nah, just joking." No, he stayed back. Was it not last night? Night before, and put a gearbox in his
Yeah,
car.
doing gearbox because he's fucking
He bought this car
crown
right
wheel
cheap.
fell out.
He bought this car cheap. Needed a motor, so he put a motor in it, registered it, all that. Drove it for about 2 weeks.
It was been making a noise from the
He's
transmission.
like, "There's
He's
something
like,
wrong with the auto."
changed the oil in it. He's like, oh, it went away for a little bit, came back, and
And neck when it wouldn't drive, it's actually ground like
the
Yeah,
pinion,
yeah, the pinion.
yeah out of the side of the box, and I was just like, holy shit.
the fucking noise it would have been making when
The
that happened.
gearbox cost him more than the motor and more than the car.
Yeah,
So, but
you
he
might have to
fixed
keep
it.
that one for a little bit now.
Yeah, he wants to keep it. He wants his own car. He doesn't like. He was driving around in the blue little shitbox Hyundai over there,
Yeah.
and he loved that for a while. But it wasn't his. He wants his car.
And he likes those I-30 fucking wagons.
He likes the Hyundais, yeah. So, diesel I-30 wagon, yeah. Diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah, diesel.
That's why it was fucking so much. Because
Yeah.
there's heaps of manuals, but there's hardly any autos.
Yeah, that's true.
Very cute.
Yeah. That's a pretty good fucking family car, really. It's big enough to put shit in the back of it.
Yeah, yeah. Like it'd even be a good courtesy car.
Yeah.
We had courtesy car. Then I got eaten by an Amarok.
I've got, well, technically speaking, we've got 3 courtesy cars here. We've got that little shitbox Barina, the blue Hyundai, and the Ute.
You can't lend the ute out.
Well, I did lend the Ute out the other day, remember?
Yeah.
I lent the Ute out to the owners of the gym. They came here and do some tyres, and I said, all right, do you want to take the Ute? Just so you know, behind the seat is an event number. If you get pulled over by the police, just pull that out.
Yeah. All the paperwork's there. Just give that
Get
to
the
the cops.
keys to the loaner, not the
Yeah.
loaner.
And then another one of my mates borrowed it the other day, and I did the same thing.
And it started fucking misfiring
And he's
and
like,
carrying on.
oh yeah, every time somebody else drives it, it has an issue. When I drive it, no
That
issues.
was fine for me until the cops pulled me over in it.
That's true, yes, yes.
Uh,
So, all right, well, let's call it there.
yep.
Yeah,
Let's
cheers,
get
guys.
home.
Call it a.
Thanks for coming on.
No, cheers.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
And yeah, we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, have a good weekend, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.